let's talk about that hip flexor a little bit more. And let's do what we call a hurdler drill. And it basically is like if you were going to hurdle, but we're gonna strengthen and stretch the hip flexor, and then I'm gonna have you tell us what else you're feeling it. So with the right leg, I wanna tap, and then I wanna bring it up and over. And then let's tap with the left and bring it up and over. And what you can do is you can put a chair and go like this and then come back and do that.
See, this is one I've not done.
You've not done this
I've
one?
not done this one.
Okay, so let's tap it, bring it up and over, and where do you feel that?
Inside, outside, right in here.
Okay.
Because this is the one that I've been having problems with.
Okay. So we've had athletes that have that. A lot of athletes go into the weight room, all of a sudden they think they gotta squat this massive amount of weight, and that's starting to tear that down because they weren't prepared for that. But it's called a hurdler drill because it's sort of like going over the hurdle. But I wanna come back here, bring it up and over, so we're stretching, but we're building the strength. And as you rotate over, I know that I feel it pretty good right there. And again, everybody's body's different. Now, what I would do, a lot of times we'll have maybe a chair or hurdles, we'll have the athletes do that. Something that again, you know, a lot of people say, I'll get some of this. I want you to go past the dynamic stretch to a kinetic stretch, which is gonna be a little bit higher. Now, if we imagine that we had it, we're gonna tap and come back. What we did forward, we wanna do backwards. So we'll tap it like that, and then we'll tap here and come like that. And I really want to open it up so that when I come here and make sure that if you were going to walk with it, that when you come, you squish that butt. Okay? We don't want to leave the knee out there. I see a lot of athletes who try to change direction and the knee's still facing that way.
Take your knee up quick.
Your knee has to go. You're going to go the direction your knee is. So if the knee's facing that way, guess what? You just left it there. ACLs are tough.
Yeah.
So you can do that slow. Some people like to go like that. That's a good work through here. So that's one I'm glad that you haven't done. Now, I think you've done the butt slide.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you demonstrate that one.
Oh no, I would rather see you do.
You'd have to see me there. Okay. Basically, we're going back to the squat. And we're going to come down here. We're going to come out and just keep going, just like this. And what we want to do is not, for the athletes more though, we don't want to come back with our feet together. But the reason for that too is, I want you to keep the tension in the bands and get some good action here. A lot of people say, okay, I'm going to come there. Nah. Now, we do some that way, where we come up, working on some flexibility, but for this, I want you coming this way. Then, if you really want to hit that inner thigh, do it quickly. And again, I guarantee you, most aerobic champions aren't going to be able to do that for more than about 5 minutes.
And you're pretty winded.
And you're winded, so I'm going to try that.
Okay, well, let's start over here. So we're just
going to go to your squat and then slide, but don't bring the feet. Try to keep the feet as far apart as where you started. And I want you to come down a little bit more. Sit down. Sort of almost sit.
down.
I got one for you in a second.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to do this again?
I'll do it again. Good. Now where do you feel that?
All the way up
Right there.
the hamstrings, up the glutes.
Now as we're doing some of this, so you're getting some
You are
shins,
feeling it in here.
feeling it in the abdominal?
Actually, I'm feeling it higher.
Okay, so instead of doing a massive amount of crunches, we're getting abdominal action as we go along. We're building it stronger. I'm still a big believer. This core is where it all starts.